It is time for some interesting sports magazine sales from November 2024. Let's do it. All right, we're going to start off with a few vintage newsstands, and this is Mickey Mantle's second Sports Illustrated cover from 1956. It's the World Series cover, and this newsstand ungraded sold on eBay for $213.50. Next up is the first cover for Ted Williams, the Splendid Splinter from 1955. This ungraded newsstand sold on eBay for $230.27. And from 1959, another baseball legend. This is the Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays. This is his first solo Sports Illustrated cover, and this one sold in auction on eBay for $405 with 19 total bids. All right, so one of the most well-known magazine covers was when Muhammad Ali was on the cover of Esquire magazine, looking like he'd been crucified with the arrows going through his body. And I found this magazine cover, which I thought was pretty interesting, used a photo from the same shoot, and this is a German copy of Sport magazine from 1974, of course, Muhammad Ali, and this one sold ungraded on eBay for $35. From 2024, the NBA greatest of all time. There can only be one. Got Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Kobe Bryant all on the cover. This is a CGC 9.6 and it sold on eBay for $200. From 2014, this is Yankees Magazine, September 7th, 2014, in honor of Derek Jeter, a special day to honor a special career. And this one's been autographed by the captain, Derek Jeter, authenticated by Steiner, and is sold on eBay for $549.99. From 1999, Slam Magazine for a long time refused to put Reggie Miller on the cover and instead basically made fun of him, but eventually he just played well enough that they could not keep him off, and here he is, Reggie Miller, the new king. Slam Magazine, his first cover appearance. It's a CGC 9.0 newsstand, sold on eBay for $81.09. From 1994, this is Legends Sports Memorabilia, and you've got Nolan Ryan. This is a CGC 9.8 copy, sold on eBay for just south of $200. From 1985, this is Sports Illustrated. It is a NCAA college basketball cover. Dwayne McClain, Chris Mullin, Patrick Ewing, two future Hall of Famers there. But what is very unique about this cover is actually the inner contents. This was the cover that featured the very well-known April Fool's Day prank that Sports Illustrated put out there, and that was the curious case of Sid Finch, where they basically concocted a totally made up baseball player who supposedly pitched with no shoes and topped out at like 145 miles per hour, something crazy. And they did a whole photo shoot, and basically it was a prank that very few people were in on, and pretty legendary story, one of the most well-known stories of all time by Sports Illustrated. Very well done. And this is the issue that has that story on the inside. This newsstand copy sold raw on eBay for $25. From 2005, this is Amari Stoudemire on the cover of Slam Magazine, Force of Nature. This has been autographed by Stoudemire, and it sold on eBay for $48.99. Here we have tennis legend Bjorn Borg on the cover of Sports Illustrated in 1991, The Curious Case of Bjorn Borg. And this one's been autographed, authenticated by JSA, sold on eBay for $140. Here we have PSA Magazine from April 2024. That is Tiger Woods on the cover with a beautiful shot teeing off there. And this is CGC 9.6 copy, sold on eBay for $150. Here's a cover that you don't often see. That's because it's not typically collectible. You basically just got a Raiders fan, an NFL Raiders fan, and it's from 2016, but it's a CGC 9.8. Pretty much any issue is going to have some collectability in a 9.8, and this one sold on eBay for $99. From 1962, this is Sport Magazine. Mickey Mantle and Willie Mays both sharing the cover, and both have signed this cover, and this one sold on eBay for $750. From 1990, here's another tennis legend. This is Pete Sampras, and this is his first Sports Illustrated cover, A Star is Born, of course, using the famous headline that was also on Michael Jordan's first pro cover, and has been used on a few other covers as well. And this first cover for Pete Sampras was graded as a CGC 9.4. It's a newsstand copy and it sold on eBay for $450. One of the most popular NBA players today, this is Anthony Edwards. This was his first cover on Slam magazine in 2021, and this is a black metal edition, limited to only 60 printed copies. It sold ungraded on eBay for $450. From 1958, here's a very early cover of the great Wilt Chamberlain, still in college playing for the Kansas Jayhawks. And just a quick sidebar here, you've got four other All-Americans there on the cover, and I'm going to give a shout out to Archie Deese from Indiana. That's because Archie is from Southern Illinois, my home region. He's from Mount Carmel. Shout out to the Mount Carmel Golden Aces there on the Wabash River. And this copy of the Wilt Chamberlain cover sold ungraded on eBay for $60. Here's one for the subscription lovers. This is Tom Brady's first weekly Sports Illustrated cover from 2002, and it is graded as a CGC 9.4 with the subscription address label there on the bottom left. And it was in auction on eBay with 19 bids. Final sale price was $126.50. From 1996, this is WWF Magazine, and you've got Shawn Michaels on the cover. It's a CGC 9.4. This one sold on eBay for $104.99. From 1997, this is Derek Jeter on the cover of Beckett Baseball Monthly, and it's been autographed by Derek Jeter, authenticated by JSA, sold on eBay for $290. From Sport Magazine, we're going back to 1950, and this is NBA legend George Mikan on the cover, playing for the Minneapolis Lakers in a throwback Maples jersey, and it's been autographed by George Mikan, authenticated by JSA, sold on eBay for $450. From 1988, this is the 88-89 Hoop NBA yearbook. That is, of course, Michael Jordan on the cover, and this one sold ungraded on eBay for $225. From 1960, this is Jim Brown. It's his first cover appearance on Sports Illustrated. And this is a newsstand copy, very tough issue to find in newsstand, and that's why this one sold on eBay for $522.52. From 1959, this is Jet magazine, and that is Hammer and Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron didn't appear on his first Sports Illustrated cover until I believe 1967, maybe even 69. It was the late 60s. So here he is about 10 years earlier on the cover of Jet magazine, and this one sold ungraded on eBay for $28.50. From 2013, this is Sports Illustrated Presents. It is the commemorative issue for the 2013 NBA champion Miami Heat, back-to-back, the makings of a dynasty. And this one sold raw on eBay for $49.99. From 1985, you've got Patrick Ewing on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Patrick Ewing was on quite a few covers in college, but this was his first pro cover with the New York Knicks, and it's a CGC 8.5, sold on eBay for $150. Pistol Pete was on two covers in college. He was only on one while in the NBA, and this is it, playing with the Atlanta Hawks. Pistol Pete is on target for Atlanta. You've also got Hall of Famer Lou Hudson there in the background. And it's from 1973. This is a CGC 7.5 newsstand copy, sold on eBay for $140. From 1998, this is the first Sports Illustrated cover for Kobe Bryant, of course, alongside Magic Johnson. This is a CGC 7.0 newsstand copy, sold on eBay for $150. From 1988, we've got Pro Basketball Illustrated, and this is Magic Johnson on the cover. It's a CGC 8.5. This one sold on eBay for $115. From 1988, Chicago Life Magazine. It is a Off the Beaten Path Michael Jordan cover, and this one sold raw on eBay for $100. Man, Life magazine had some beautiful photography back in the day. Too bad that they're oversized and still cannot be graded, but one day they will. And this from 1941. This is Ted Williams, and this one sold raw on eBay for $34. And here we've got Mid-Atlantic Wrestling Magazine, and did not find a year anywhere on this one. I believe it was sometime in the 1980s. And this is Roddy Piper. Thought it was a pretty cool cover. This one sold ungraded on eBay for $47. From 1983, how about Doug Flutie on the cover of Sports Illustrated? This is his first SI cover, and it's a nice CGC 9.6 newsstand sold on eBay for $600. All Rise from 2017, the first Sports Illustrated cover for Aaron Judge. This one's also been autographed in silver Sharpie, authenticated by Beckett, and it sold on eBay for $600. From 1953, that is Mickey Mantle on the cover of Dell Baseball Annual. This was also issue number one for that publication. This is a CGC 5.0 copy, and it sold on eBay for $340. And here we've got the home run king. Yes, more career home runs than Hammerin' Hank Aaron, more than Barry Bonds. It's Sadaharu O on the cover of Sports Illustrated from 1977. This is a CGC 7.5 newsstand copy, and it sold on eBay for just south of $300. From 2024, it is the current fastest man in the world, Noah Lyles, on the cover of Time magazine. Of course, somewhat of a controversial figure, found himself in a beef with all of the NBA, but nonetheless, it's a CGC 9.6 copy, and it sold on eBay for $134. From 1986, this is the second Sports Illustrated cover for Iron Mike Tyson, and this is a subscription copy with the label very cleanly removed and graded as CGC 9.0. Dynamite, Mike Tyson, the KO Kid, is a champ at 20. This one sold on eBay for $289. From 2004, this is Sports Illustrated Presents. It is a commemorative issue celebrating the 2003 Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. That, of course, is Tom Brady on the cover, and this is a nice CGC 9.8. This one sold on Golden Auctions for $732. From 2020, this is Kobe Bryant on the cover of Time magazine, commemorating him after his untimely death. And it's a CGC 9.6 copy. This one sold on Golden Auctions for $110. From 2022, this is Sports Illustrated, and you got a trio on the cover here from Colorado. Shador Sanders, Deion Sanders, and Travis Hunter, recent Heisman Trophy winner. This is a CGC 9.8 copy, sold on Golden Auctions for $146. From 1990, this is Shaquille O'Neal on the cover of Sporting News while still in college with LSU. I thought that this one did not get as much love as it should have. CGC 9.4 copy went for a very low price on Golden Auctions for $51. May have just been a little bit under the radar. You've also got future New York Knick there, Allen Houston, on the cover playing with the Tennessee Volunteers. From 1985, here's Pete Rose on the cover of Time magazine, of course, recently passed away. And this is a CGC 9.4 copy, highest graded copy, if I'm not mistaken, sold on Golden Auctions for $811. From 1999, here's Kobe Bryant on the cover of Sports Illustrated for Kids. This is his first SI for Kids cover. The CGC 9.4 newsstand copy, sold on Golden Auctions for $336. Here we've got soccer legend Pele on the cover of El Grafico magazine way back in 1958. This copy ungraded, sold on eBay for $295. Going back to 1922, over 100 years old, and this is Babe Ruth on the cover of Midweek Pictorial magazine. This one sold ungraded on eBay for $72. From 1967, this was the year of the Triple Crown for Carl Yastrzemski. On the cover here of Sports Illustrated, this is his first SI cover. It's a CGC 6.5 newsstand, sold on eBay for $199. From 1986, this is the first Sports Illustrated cover for Mike Tyson, and this is a subscription copy, mailing label still affixed, and it's been autographed, and it's been slabbed and authenticated by CBCS. Now, this one is a head scratcher for me, folks, because let me just tell you, I've put out a video about this before. I had seen that CBCS, who has been authenticating autographs for comics for quite a while, without requiring a witness, unlike CGC. They've been doing it for comics, but I had seen that they had at least one copy of Sports Illustrated. I believe it was a Keyshawn Johnson Sports Illustrated cover that had been autographed and authenticated by CBS and slabbed. And so then we reached out to their customer service. We said, hey, are you doing these now? They said yes. I sent in a signed Jerry Rice Sports Illustrated cover because once again, this was before CGC even came out with their JSA authentication service that they're now doing. And CBCS, who by the way is, I believe, a subsidiary of Beckett, they sent back my Jerry Rice Sports Illustrated cover and said, sorry, we're not currently authenticating autographs on Sports Illustrated. Very unusual. And then here we go. I see yet another one. So I think maybe the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing over there at CBCS. Of course, Beckett did just recently get purchased by some new ownership, so maybe things will be changing over there soon. I don't know, but either way, this is interesting. Sold on eBay for $199. We're going to wrap up with this one. This is Black Sports Magazine from 1972, a pretty short-lived publication from the 70s, and that is Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain playing towards the latter part of his career with the Los Angeles Lakers. This one sold ungraded on eBay for $35.99. All right, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. If you have not yet done so, please subscribe to this channel. I also appreciate likes and comments, and until the next video, we'll see you next time.